From the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU 8 Sports.
It's no secret the Missouri baseball team is doing pretty well. The Tigers are off to their best start in school history with a 19-1 record and chasing the record set in 1964 of 21 straight wins, looking for number 20 last night. Bryce Montes de Oca on the mound for the Tigers as they take on Arkansas Little Rock. And Montes de Oca was dealing from the start, striking out the first batter of the game. Then Mizzou looked to jump out early. After 2 straight walks, the Little Rock manager visits the mound, but that doesn't work. And Cameron Misner walks to load the bases for Missouri's Brett Bond. Bond capitalizes and rips a single to left field. That scores 2, Mizzou up 2-0. Then Nelson Montpierre bloops one into center field. That drives in another 2 for the Tigers, make that 4-0. Connor Brumfield, who started the inning with a walk, grounds one up the middle to score another 2. Missouri up 6-0 early, and they would not look back. The Tigers take this one over Little Rock 11-4. And speaking of streaks, the Central Methodist Eagles baseball team has won 18 games in a row. They cracked the NAIA top 25 yesterday for the first time in school history, coming in at number 14. They continue conference play this weekend in Nebraska against Peru State. And earlier this month, KOMU 8 Sports reported on one team's journey to the Final Four. After the Harrisburg boys basketball team season officially ended, change came to the program. KOMU 8's Amanda Henderson takes us back to Harrisburg to learn how that news impacted the team.
It was unexpected change that led to the question.
Will you still be basketball coach as well?
Oh, that's kind of up in the air right now. I told them we didn't really want to talk about that until season's over.
After betting on themselves to get back to the Final Four and to Mizzou Arena, Harrisburg High School boys basketball team won 3rd place in state. But about a week after the game, their coach called them into their locker room to give them some important news.
I knew it was coming, but it was in the locker room when he told us. It was very emotional.
Got a little upset, but it's all right. It happens. It's how things go sometimes.
An emotional decision that Combs didn't want to talk about until it was the right time.
It was one of those situations where I really didn't want to make a decision either way until we were done.
He held the role of high school principal, father, and after nearly 2 decades, he's hanging up his title as basketball coach. And as he begins his new role as superintendent, he will always remember his final season.
Yeah, I couldn't really ask for a better script than to win my last game in the Final Four with a great group of kids.
Even though the change will be different.
He's going to be in the stands with you when you come back and watch a game. Is that going to be kind of weird?
That's been very weird. I mean, not seeing him storming up and down the court yelling, it's completely different.
They are thankful to send him out with a win.
It was just a great year and fun time with all my best friends and my dad. And I didn't know at the time that it would be his last year, but now looking back on it, it's great to send him out with a Final Four.
And they are thankful for everything he has done for them.
Thanks for always being there. Didn't teach me the right way.
Just as he is thankful to the community of Harrisburg.
I've been here for 18 years. It's been a great ride, and just thanks for all the great memories.
Amanda Henderson, KOMU 8 Sports, Harrisburg.
While head coach of Harrisburg, Steve Combs, won 2 state titles, the team's 3rd place finish this season was the first time they had been to the Final Four in nearly a decade. And the Blues wrapped up an important road trip out west, their 5th and final stop, Colorado. The Avs, owners of the worst record in the NHL, but you wouldn't know it after the first period. John Mitchell for the Avs gets them on the board first. Colorado goes up 1-0. And a scare later for Blues fans. Paul Stastny leaves the game with a foot injury, but later the team would say that he should be fine and is expected to skate on Thursday. There he is against the Vancouver Canucks. And late in the second, the Blues tie the game at 1. A nice finish there from Patrick Berglund, gets the assist from David Perron. Then in the third, Zach Sanford gets the assist and Barbashev puts it away, 2-1 St. Louis. Jaden Schwartz adds another there for good measure. St. Louis goes on to take this one from the Colorado Avalanche 4-2, and that will do it for sports.